I think that you're so meaningful in your talent, in your acting. Like, I mean, and there's nothing you can't do, whether it's when you're being an Avenger or you're in The Town. One of my favorite films of yours, The Town. I have watched it so many times over and over, and the choices you made in that film, it's like, you transcend genre, which when I was growing up, I saw like Sean Penn in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And then I watched him like come out in like Bad Boys and The Falcon and the Snowman. And I was like, it was such a life lesson to me of like, be someone who can show range and then you will never get pigeonholed. You can transcend genre. Like, you're so of that like majesty.
Well, what are you gonna do? Like, you gotta be courageous, right?
Is that a conscious choice?
Or courageous in anything and everything you do, right? Without fear, because there's consequence to everything we do. So let it be a good consequence, right? So you have to do it with courage. So not to be directed with fear. So just do stuff, or whatever it might be.
How do you conquer fear? I know that's.
It takes work. It takes work, but you first have to identify it.
Okay.
Right? And then practice overcoming it, not giving it any power. The thing I did something I was afraid of every day for 10 years. I identified a lot of things I was afraid of, like sharks, intimacy, success, a lot of things.
I love that sharks and intimacy are next to each other.
There's all sorts of fears, right? There's all types we have.
You can get bit by both.
But you practice, exactly. So you practice not giving it really any power, identifying what they are, and by addressing it every day, I found that the only thing that I was afraid of is the unknown. Like, this was actually very important for me to get through the accident that I had. If I would have been afraid of my next breath or panicked, I wouldn't be here right now. There was a great sense of body awareness that I had, and so I wasn't afraid of. Like, I knew kind of what was going on in my body, so I could focus without fear on my next breath and blowing out and inhaling, right?
I mean, I literally
there you go,
have
breathe.
This here.
The conscious breath. Yeah, conscious breath is huge. We don't. It's reflexive. We do it without thinking. But how important it is to our lives and our health and our well-being, and our connected to our spirit and our love to everything, our emotion. I use conscious breath, in my survival of that terrible accident. But I also use it before the accident and even still to this moment.
You're wonderful. You know that? You really are. Something we also have in common, and this I know, is that I think a lot about what would I do if I wasn't doing what I'm doing, or when I am not doing this, what will I do? Because I don't think I could ever really be idle in life. Like,
of course.
I'm just too much of a doer.
Yeah.
It's flipping houses.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like the king flipper. King Flipper over here. King Flipper. You are you're a smart businessman about it, and you have impeccable design taste.
Yeah.
Who is a designer in the home space that you like? Is there an architect you like, a designer?
I like Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yeah, you do.
I like me a Frank Lloyd Wright. It's like the indoor-outdoor sort of space.
He's so inspiring.
He really is, yeah.
He thought differently.
Yeah.